Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing? So we are going to go through a post that Commander Royce. Okay, I would like to call him Commander or Royce. Why? Because some people are still believing that he is, but to be honest with you, he's not. But let's continue. He made a post and said, "Don't mind her, please. She has shown and follow her path. She is none of my concern. What I have in my head now is putting all my plan intact to destroy Nigerian terrorist army. That is all. I have come to understand that she was planted to draw us back and backward and to destabilize our liberation. That is all. Destroying Simon Ekpa and his ideology. We will pay we will pay you handsomely. That's the deal. If it is not madness, how can NGOZI ORABUEZE come out and speak nonsense about suspending CRC? Oh my God. You know why I'm laughing is because I have seen the video how they voted to suspend CR. Someone actually sent it to me, and you know, sometimes in life, when something that you feel that is not the way you want happened, you intend to criticize, to call it any names, just to validate what you yourself want or what you think about that thing. But the truth of the matter is not the way you think. It is the other way around. But you may not want to accept it until something that will make you to accept it to happen. Then you now realize, okay, someone actually says something different, like this, like that, that kind of thing. But when you are being told about it, you refuse to accept. This CRC, I have said something about it. I think during the time of when I said that they voted Oginkri as a prime minister, I made it clear that how can this conflict resolution committee become electoral body of Biafra? How? Because even the name will tell you what they're made of. I mean, the job they're supposed to be doing. How can the conflict resolution committee be swearing someone in the government? Even if somebody actually likely pointed out yesterday on our live stream. I don't know why our people are like that. We sometimes tend to behave like we don't know anything. I don't blame him either, but I blame him as well. I don't blame him because he's not a member of the cabinet, just like me. But when you put you put one plus one together, you know that is two. Unless if you don't want to know. The name CRC, Conflict Resolution Committee, is not something that it is self-explanatory. If you can tell yourself the truth, it's self-explanatory. But our people don't want to see that as a red flag. Instead, they are believing that somehow maybe it means other names. No. This committee was not dissolved by NGOZI. They voted, they participated before the convention. Not so it's not be as if after the convention, before the convention. Before the convention. That's so they have the record. I told us the other day that there's some evidence and video evidence that some people have, which they don't want to bring out. Okay, because they want to maintain the principle of PM, like not releasing everything on social media or for public consumption, because PM may not would like to hear that. You understand? So they'll have to curtail their movement, even though Oginkri and their group have been pushing everyone to start dishing out evidence to let Biafra know or to see the truth, to see through what they're doing. But sometimes when you try to do that, the same people will start remind, they will be the one to remind you, oh, you are committing treason. How many of you remember the time of treason from Sana Parawa? That COS have committed treason. That is a treasonable offense. What did she do? Bringing video where they are Vision 555 and Sonia Barawa, that video, how they were tackling CS behind the scene. Even in the cabinet, PM also know that these people are capable of doing this and that, but somehow he managed to bring them together. That is why it is always good, if you notice something, make sure that you tackle it completely, because people can be pretentious. People have pretentious character. People can pretend that they know that they're with you, that they're not bad. In fact, they mean good for you out of pretense. When the time to strike comes, they will abandon that character and pick the real thing that they represent. So it is laughable anyway. Let me continue. It said, and let me read it again so that you understand the part where I will stop. If it is not madness, how can NGOZI ORABUEZE come out and speak nonsense about suspending CRC? And still, those Biafrans on her side don't see anything wrong in that. Anyway, I don't have their time because we are currently in we are currently in perilous time. That time, Mas Namanukano and PM Esa Monepa has been preaching is here. And those people are still continuing this infight. What a disappointment, really, coming from Royce, that the time that PM and Masakano have been talking about is here, and those people are still having infight. What is the word that he used? He said, okay, and those people are still continuing this infight. What a disappointment! It's not an infight that you don't like, because probably maybe your hand is getting tired, isn't it? Who started the infight? Defending yourself from people that are fighting you inside, like they have been doing, even in place of PM. We have seen the video, their cabinet meeting video, and how people, grown-up men, will rise up to gang up against one person, one woman. It is unheard of. Biafrans, we have this, a history of respecting women, by not this marginalization that some of you are seeing, that men are doing this to men. No, the way our people, our culture and custom is being, designed. Women are not chafful. I know some communities, from some village or villages, that women also participate in their masquerade. Yes, not to be where masquerade is coming out, but they have, kind of title. They can pick a title to, like a Ojima. In some place they call this Ojima, and some are women. So when the masquerade is out, maybe the months, or because some if there's months for masquerade to appear in a place. Then that month, women will come out and join men. You see other women around that masquerade, but that woman will be around Ojima. And I don't know about other places. Some places have their own different name, okay? But everything, what I'm trying to tell you is that women are, our culture is not designed to marginalize women, like some people are seeing it today. For the fact that women are the head in many things in the family. Even though we say men is the head, but the truth of the matter is that women are the neck, like some people said, that they are the head, that the neck that control the head. Yes, and in the family, for family to be complete, you must have a woman. And women, some men that understand what women represent, always give them that platform, that space to to prove, to do what they can do. And if you allow a genuine women, I'm not talking about Akata women, no. If you allow a genuine woman to have the space to pilot something, they will end up giving you what you did not even imagine that you will see. Which positive things, okay? Which is positive thing. I'm not here to tell you go and do this to the woman or you lie down or no. But those who know will know, understand what I'm trying to say. And he said that they are still having infight, okay? What a disappointment. If you know you are not for Biafra, you better step aside before you will be struck with incurable disease and die painfully. And stop distracting those who are pursuing these great tasks ahead. I wish that you have this mindset from onset. If at all you are in liberation, like in a full soldier, I wish that this statement is what I expected from some of you. Okay, like in army commanders, you don't need to venture into argument that is baseless, like who is leader, who is not a leader. A leader is always, people's choice. You cannot just gather few individual and knowing fully well you don't have this, what the name of this Nigerian INEC chairman? Is it Mahmoud? Is it Mahmoud or something like that? You don't have Mahmoud to make you, to plant you like the leader of the people when you know that Biafrans are not and can never be like operate like that. Even with that Biafra, let's assume that we just Igbo, normal Igbo, with nobody fighting for independence or freedom. In our villages, in our communities, we are not the kind of people that you impose someone to lead us. If you do, you end up regretting it because everybody will not listen to that your agent that you think that is going to control the well-being of the people. No. So it's always mandate of people's mandate. Always, pilot always lead on the when it comes to choose our leaders. You don't just impose anybody on us and expect everyone to keep quiet. In olden days, we are like, I was told that in olden days in our land, that if you want to choose a leader, you have to go to deity. That chief priest will be the one to appoint and all that with righteousness, not by bribing. No, yes, not by bringing palm wine and beg the chief priest to appoint. Because if you make mistake, there's consequences. Anyway, if you know, you know. So this in fight, I hope that many of you understand the damage that some of your utterances are causing, like coming out to start calling so you want to be like some of them actually, like Sonai Baba, for example, you see that maybe he have something to say, to air his own opinion for people to understand his own side of the story. Genuine argument. Maybe whether not every argument that appears to be genuine is actually genuine, but everyone have their point, their own opinion. You want to make your opinion on issues that concerns you, and you started by insulting, like using the word "Oh my NGOZI, go and do this." Once people read that first line, every other thing you are saying there is meaningless, because the mind and the brain of everybody will be on that your insult. How can somebody insult me be the one to give me advice? And it's not as if you insult me before. In that moment that you want to pass information to me, you address me as an idiot to go Ngozi or Ngozi Folani. Once you see that, like me, if I read that kind of every other thing, no matter what you said there is senseless to me. I'm not gonna pay attention to what you're saying. That's kind of me. I don't know about other people, but for me, that's me. I cannot, ignore what I already know, what I can see through your comment, what you are saying. So, my people, I just want to react on this because I wanted to say something else. Okay, but on the second thought, I said, okay, let me just leave it because I'm still seeing some of you, digging and having different opinion about caterpillar this, caterpillar that. Of course, the agenda of the people that instigated that argument have been achieved, because now, every now and then they have this kind of way of passing information or insult or argument to validate Ogenkere and their group, to give them oxygen. That's the agenda. I can see that that agenda has been achieved. They are using it. You go to S everywhere, a lot of video is circulating about, oh, Gaddafi this. But they don't know. None of them know that Oginkere was the one pushing and fighting to bring this guy. And also, I always say Gaddafi, not Gaddafi, please. I'm talking about Caterpillar. Okay, is now, because that is what is trending now. And everybody is talking about it and all that. We have done the video on that, on our live broadcast. So if you're not watching, please go and watch it. Well, we may have something to say again about it, but for now, let me just remind us one thing about Caterpillar before we end this video. Ogenkere, I was told that Ogenkere is the one pushing hard to bring him to join his people. Do you understand? And COS decided to, not COS, but the chief of defense staff. I hope that is his job title. I can't remember his job title, to be honest with you. So bear with me on that. And just pardon me. I don't know. I don't know. I will try my best to figure out, to make sure that I remember that his job title. But he was the one pushing and making everything possible to reach out to Caterpillar. Many of us don't know about security, how security operate. Like, we don't know anything, but because this video is in public, I don't have any secret to, but I just want to say something based on what normal life. Okay, in this life we are living, I have seen some comments. Oh, why don't you go and call? Or someone said that I should go and beg, I should go and bring tell my madam to go and bring Boko Haram to join. You guys are very fun. What is the relationship between um, what is happening now with the guy with Boko Haram? You don't know that many people that you are actually respecting and praising today. mm, Forget about time. Forget about, just no. Don't add on that. Don't subtract. Don't subtract anything. Don't add anything from what I'm about to say. You don't know that many people that you are praising today have actually done the same thing that you are criticizing the Caterpillar about. You don't know that. Anyway, that is over. Another thing is that you don't know what and how security is being organized, like what it takes and what you can overlook and what you can endure or accept to achieve what you want to achieve when it comes to security issue. Anyway, those who know will know. But for public consumption, anybody telling you about Caterpillar this, Caterpillar that, have rights. Don't don't argue or start fighting them like if they have said something unthinkable. No, their understanding and your understanding is not the same. And is it true that Caterpillar have committed what they say they have committed? I don't know. I don't have evidence. Maybe yes, maybe no. I get the point. I don't know. I'm not. That's just the truth. I don't know. But can I swear that he did not do that? I can never. You understand? So meaning that I'm not defending him about that. But what I'm saying is that Anna happy, Anna feel could be a lover. Anna happy the Nana Matano. And what are the point in that? So sometimes you need to understand that the way you organize your normal meeting is not the same way security meeting is being organized. I said something that even in Ukraine, they they forced their prisoners, people in the prison, to come out and carry gun. Some people who claim they are transgender was forced to go back to the original self to carry gun. Oh, if you got married like this, all this thing, all this your restriction and your you leave it. During the Biafran war, people who don't want to fight, who are scared of war, grown up men was forced. Some of them, every time the Biafran army comes around to check in the houses to bring youth out. Some youth when decided to hide. They went hiding. Some of them decided to go on their bed, and army will be searching everywhere. I don't know if someone have told you the story, but I have been told by people who witnessed it. So, onye wuche ga-aghọta ebe okwu m na-aga. Anyway, like I said, this is not to validate anything at all, but just for us to know and think about it. The the people in charge of everything, I hope they will come out and address everybody, hopefully. But my concern is, and what I feel is that the plan of bringing it now is to attack fundraising. Whether you like it or this is my own opinion, but whether you like it or not, that's what I believe on. Is against it's just being used to attack fundraising. Those who know will know. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. God bless you all and see you again. Tell me what you think about all I've discussed so far and see you again. God bless you. Bye bye for now.